It seemed like James Whitman had it all: a prestigious job as the CEO of Crestview Bank, a reputation as a financial genius, and a lavish lifestyle that made him the envy of his colleagues. But behind the scenes, James was hiding a secret that would eventually bring his world crashing down. For years, James had been embezzling millions from the bank. Using his position of power, he funneled money from high-profile clients into offshore accounts, making sure the transactions looked legitimate on paper. His scheme was complex and meticulously planned, allowing him to siphon off funds without raising suspicion. The money funded a life of luxury: private jets, exotic vacations, and a sprawling mansion. To everyone around him, James was a success story, the perfect picture of wealth and achievement. But cracks in his empire started to appear when an internal audit uncovered inconsistencies in the bank's accounts. Investigators were baffled at first, but as they dug deeper, the trail led straight to Whitman. Sensing the walls closing in, James did the unthinkable. He disappeared. Overnight, the once high-powered CEO vanished without a trace, leaving behind his family, his job, and the chaos he had created. His disappearance made headlines, and a manhunt ensued, as authorities scrambled to locate him and recover the stolen millions. Weeks turned into months, but James had planned his escape well. He was reportedly spotted in various countries, from Europe to South America, but always managed to stay one step ahead of the law. Meanwhile, Crestview Bank was left to clean up the financial disaster he left behind, with clients demanding answers and trust in the institution shattered. Eventually, after a year on the run, James was tracked down in a remote villa in the Caribbean. He was living under a false identity, but his lavish spending habits gave him away. Authorities arrested him without incident, and James was extradited back to the US to face trial. In the courtroom, the man who once held immense power stood humbled, facing charges of fraud, embezzlement, and money laundering. He was sentenced to decades in prison, his luxurious lifestyle reduced to a prison cell. The story of the runaway banker became a cautionary tale, a reminder of how greed can lead even the most successful to ruin.